toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has the ball first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Hits a seam wide open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez wants to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He throws one to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their play.
He lofts one down the sideline. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Nice move to keep running. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Lopez to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This crowd knows when to bring it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Power football with the run. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Gibson on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question...
And he's got it inside the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the run, it's gone. Oh, a lot of space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they're kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
To throw, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage.
And he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Creates a little space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Here's the pressure. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Floats it out in space. Wide open spaces. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's good. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Touchdown, Tar Heels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finding open areas. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right, just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's gone. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll go up top on second and short. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his 25. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Fires on the run. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Using his legs, it's gone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. You don't get it, and guys, you're still down by 16. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's good. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Goss. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. With jet sweep pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kicker.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
North Carolina.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Smothers. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got it in the middle with Scott. He's not going to make it. What What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make... He's got another 25. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
41, NC State, 15.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Bailey. This time he's got it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Scott. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Spin, still running. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The offense cashing it in on that drive. On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. On the ground, it's Scott. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turning on the Jets. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a man miss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's loose. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Back to throw, it's Baker. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of it.
Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
NC State, 22.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
From the gun, give on the inside. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.